mine, I would say was probably the scene where Tammy Taylor comes over when Tyra's mom falls through the glass and she tries to help her. And there's just this beautiful moment where Tyra says, you know, this is what you think of me. And Tammy realizes that she's wrong and she wants to help her. And I think it's just a beautiful, I loved working with Connie. Just what an amazing experience. But I loved their bond. And I love that created another relationship throughout the entire show, which eventually led Tyra to go to college because of that. It's probably my favorite scene I did. That and beating the crap out of my dad or my mom's boyfriend, that was fun too.
Yeah, that's right. I remember Grandma Saracen really pulled at my heartstrings, and their relationship, Zach and Grandma Saracen's relationship, was really beautiful. And I forget what episode it was. It's when her dementia sort of intensifies, and doesn't he sing Mr. Sandman or something?
Yeah.
To her? Yeah, that was pretty beautiful. And then the episode of Zach where his father dies. Is that right? That happened in the show, right?
It did happen in the show.
Yeah.
What's your favorite scene that you did?
I don't know. I think back to a scene outside. Like, this is just the first thing that popped in my head. A scene with you outside, like a hamburger shop or something, that falls in the time of that storyline. But yeah, it was just exciting to do something different and to feel like that was the fun challenge. Was in the first season the show was sort of known to be this ultra realistic show that some people even thought was a documentary, and then to take in this like really intense dramatic storyline and try and ground it as much as possible, like I think I some of that stuff I do love. There was also a scene that I think back on towards the end of the season with Zach, where we were shopping for shoes, and we were such good friends at that point and had been doing this for so long that I remember shooting the scene and thinking, like, does anyone want to watch this? Because it just felt like two friends hanging out,
And that's why they do watch it. They still watch it.
Yes, yeah.
It is a timeless show.
Yeah.
People are just finding it now or over pandemic, which is kind of great.
Also, the fact that there was no way of like getting caught in the pickle with the show, because we were given so much freedom. Like talking about my ACL, when I tore my ACL playing flag football, when Taylor was talking a lot of shit.
Oh my God.
And I went down and had no idea that I had torn my ACL. Yeah.
Just made a lot of grunting sounds.
Yeah. But obviously production was pretty upset for obvious reasons. And then we're like, what are we gonna do? And luckily the last episode, I think I was sitting down for most of the season, but for most of the show, but I was supposed to play in the game. And I remember pitching, because it's Landry, I was like, why don't we just say I tripped on a curb? And then that's what it became. So it was just, it all felt so alive and kind of ever changing.